Here it is, a 1/4 pound of prosciutto. Now, I love prosciutto. You know why? The flavor. It is both sweet, it is salty, it's both things, it's everything. It adds so much to this dish. You can make this dish without the prosciutto, it'll still be great. The prosciutto, again, gives it that extra layer of flavor and makes it unique and very tasty. So I'm going to add chopped 1/4 pound prosciutto di Parma. And that'll take immediate. That will cook almost immediately. The pasta's also getting there. Need a couple more minutes on that. This is coming along now. The prosciutto, as I said, is salty and sweet, so we'll add some saltiness also to the dish. So you don't want to go crazy with the salt when you're making the pasta. This is just about done, this step. Looking really good. Now, wine. 1/4 cup of white wine. It's really important that you use one that you would actually drink, because the flavor that you have, that you drink, is the flavor that you'll taste in your dish. So get something that you would drink. Now I'm using a white wine, a Pinot Grigio, which I'm also going to be drinking with the dinner. So have some wine that you will drink. With wine, you want the flavor, you don't want the alcohol. So we're going to let the alcohol evaporate and keep the flavor. This is almost done. Check the pasta again. Almost done. Gonna let the alcohol. Now, while that's just about complete, I'm going to show you a tip in regard to, is the pasta cooked? Okay? Now, I'm going to take one out, or two, or a couple. Now, you can just bite into that, but here's a little tip and a little trick for seeing if pasta is done. Let me move this over. You cut it in half, and if you see any white, a little ring of white, it's not done yet. This is almost done because the white is almost gone, okay? So if you see white, it's not done. This is going to take about just another minute. It'll be done. Now, if you're an experienced pasta cooker, you'll know when it's done just by looking at it, okay? Just when you see a plumpness to the pasta. And it's almost done. Now, let me just give this a stir. And a final taste. Very good, delicious. I'm going to shut that off so it doesn't overcook. And I'm going to check the pasta one last time. And this time I won't cut it. I'll just taste it. Maybe half a minute. It must be al dente, which literally means to the tooth. Can't be hard, must be firm. Can't be mushy. So having the perfect pasta, al dente. And it is just about there. Just about there. Maybe another half a minute. This is done. Now, while waiting 1 minute, I just want to talk about fresh herbs. I love fresh herbs, especially in the spring and the summer. And the two herbs I can't live without are basil and parsley. And the one I'm going to add at the end of this dish is fresh basil, which I keep on my windowsill. and I love to have the fresh herbs available to me, especially in the spring and summer, and it just gives a layer of freshness to the dish. Okay, I think this is just about done. And I'm going to drain the pasta in just a minute. Got to get it just right. Almost there. We're getting to that place, that's the best place of all. That is when you finally get to eat what you make and see the smiles on everyone's faces around you when they love what you made. There's so much satisfaction out of that. And we're just about there. Now, I'm going to drain the pasta, or we used to say at home, scola de macaroni. There we go. Now you don't have to shake out all the water. You can leave a little moisture in there. Put it right in. Put the flame back on so we can give the pasta a chance to all come together with all the flavors. Now, that looks so pretty and so good. I love Parmigiano Reggiano, and freshly grated is really the way to go. I like a lot. Do it to taste. I really love fresh Parmigiano Reggiano. This dish has two of my favorite things, Parmigiano Reggiano and prosciutto di Parma. So you can't go wrong with that. Let's make sure it comes all together. And I'm going to add a little more cheese. All right, looks good. I'm going to make some room to plate this for you. Here it is. Look at that. Oh, looks so good. Now guess what I'm going to do as soon as I finish plating this? I'm going to put more cheese on it. How do you like that? You like how that looks? I hope you do. Now, a little more cheese. And the last thing I'm going to do is put a little fresh basil, as I mentioned. What I like to do with the basil is cut it. I don't like to chop it because it gets very black and bruised. So I cut the basil. And that's it, just a little fresh basil, which I got from my window. And it is fun. There we go. I'm going to bring it to the table, and we are ready. Tutto è pronto per mangiare. Here we go. Nice glass of wine, a dish of pasta. You have a little salad on the side. You have the perfect dish. I hope you enjoyed this segment of The Secret Ingredient, and I hope you will join me again for The Secret Ingredient. Thank you.